Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rohit and this is the day 30 of the service portal training. In this day we'll talk about basically custom services. What is the custom services and how we can create our own custom services. So in this day we'll understand that why do we need the custom services and how we can create our own custom services in our service portal. So without wasting time, let's get started. To demonstrate these custom services, I have created a brand new widget which is custom services. In this widget, I have not done any coding so far. And this is the page that custom services I have created which have this widget. So let's understand that how we or why we need it. So remember in our last sessions in these client services here we used to inject that location services, we used to inject the Windows services, we used to inject the SPUTL services. Now in this class we'll understand that how we can create our own services and using the creating the new services, how we can helpful in the widget. So let's first understand a requirement point of view and then we'll understand that how we can create the custom services. So if I go back here, what I did actually, I declare a JSON. I'll simply copy this JSON. So as usual, I'm injecting the scope here and after that, what I'm doing, I'm putting that scope dot scope.json equal to this one. Okay. So let's understand one more time. So I am declaring a scope.json variable. Under this scope.json variable, I created a JSON and this JSON have a couple of variables or value. Now if I try to print this one, what will be happen? Let's understand. So I'll just simply print that one. So what will be happen? So this variable scope.json variable will be printed here. So if I refresh the page, our page, so this is our page, and you can see these variable are right now printed. Now think about carefully. If you see this order field, these have a order 3, these have a order 6, these have a order 1. Now let's assume that I want to do the filtering or sorting so that based on the order it should be visible. So the first order will come here, second order will come here, and the last order come at the last. So I want to do order by. So for that, what we have to do in this JavaScript basically, I have to go here and then I simply copy this one and then paste here. Okay, so what I am trying to do here, to do that, I should do a ordering, and ordering on what? So scope for to do the order, what I have to use? I have to use this short method where it can order. Now let's save that and let's see that this is happening or not. The ordering process is happening or not. So if I refresh again the page here, in the next page probably, and right now you can see this time it is started based on order. The first one is the order 1, then order 3, then order 6. Previously it was order 3, order 6, order 1. So if you see, by putting this JavaScript 1, it is starting ordering. So it can be short. So right now we are able to short that based on the JSON. Now let's understand that this situation or these things I do into, this is a simple code right now, right? But let's say that instead of this simple code, it have a lot of code which needs for the ordering or which needs the sorting, okay? And this code needs to be reused multiple time over and over. Let's say that this mechanism, I need to use that over and over. For that, what I normally do, I created a script include, right? But in the client script, if you remember, in the client script, if we want to call the script include, we need to use the client Ajax, and using the client Ajax, it will be little slower mechanism into the widget. So what we can do, we can create our own custom services, and using the services, we can achieve this functionality. Okay, so let's create our custom services. To create the custom services, what we have to do, we have to go to the Angular provider. Under this Angular provider, we can create our own custom Angular provider that we have discussed last case. So I'm clicking new here, and this time instead of directory, I should use the services or factory. So factory is the obsoleted, so we probably use the services right now. I'll simply select the services, and under the services, what do you have to do? We have to put the service name, right? So similarly, location is a service, SP model is a service. We need to put a service name. So what I'll do, I'll put the JSON util. So these might be my services, or maybe you can say that's some similar like a script include. So this is my script include where I need to write my code. Okay. How do we write the code? So first thing first, we have to declare the function. Under this function, we need to put the same name the way it is here. Okay, so we put this function name. Now, this service name. Now we have to declare a couple of functions. So that let's say that this JSON util have a multiple function. The way the script include have multiple function. Similarly, this JSON util have should have multiple function. So let's say that I'll put that this dot JSON sort. Okay, and then I will put the function. Okay, and in this function parameter, what we need the JSON. Okay, and here we will return something. Okay, so let's say that we are going to return simple keyword called hello at that moment. We'll do that mechanism. So let's say that we are going to use the hello mechanism and then save that. So I'm getting some error, so I think I should put this one and then put semicolon and save that. Now my services are created. At that moment I am just returning hello keyword. Okay, now how do I use these services here? Okay, to use the services I have to copy this one and go back to this and go back to here in this widget and open in this platform. So right now this service can be used in multiple widgets over and over. Wherever I needed these services, I can use these services. So this is my widget. I have to scroll down under this Angular provider. We click edit and then add our Angular provider or the services that we have created called JSON util. So I'm just adding this one. Right now this widget, under this widget I do have services. You can see this is the Angular provider which is attached right now. Okay, now I'll simply refresh that one, and now you can see, remember our class last class we used to put that dollar the location sp util something like that. Similarly we can include our these services. To include these services I have to copy these and put here. Okay, so this is my service name right now. Now what we can do, we can simply put the I'm just putting this comment out, and then let's say that I'm declaring a variable called scope dot user data, and here I can simply use this one dot, then what is the function name? So this is our function name, right? So we can use this one. And in this parameter, what we expect, actually this is expecting this JSON, so we'll pass this JSON, and what it will return me at that moment. So it will give me these text called hello. Let's try this one, because we have not done any scripting under this here. Okay, so we just created this and it will return me that hello text. So let's save that and let's refresh our page or our widget, and you can see at that moment it is giving me hello text, and then you can see it's giving at the top one, it's not yet sorted because we commented out this line. Now this line I'm going to move from here to coding mechanism. I'll remove and put to our services. For that, what I'll do, I'll put that here and little format. So what we'll do, we are going to create a services. Under these services, we are creating a function called JSON sort. Under this JSON sort, what we are doing, we are receiving as a JSON as a parameter, and then we are sorting this parameter and returning this complete JSON. We'll save that again. So now this services is saved, and what we can do, we are calling these JSON sort services, and these JSON sort services will sort and then return this value under this user data, and user data I'm printing right now. So I'll simply remove the top one and then let's save that. And right now you can see that the JSON is sorted. So you can see this is my JSON, and this JSON is sorted. The order is 1, 3, and 6. And if I go back, and this time this JSON is sorting based on our JSON sorting mechanism. So this is that, this is sorting based on my own services. So this service is created by myself, and then I can start modifying these services if needed. And this service can be used over and over in different multiple places if we need it. Right now this code is little low. Think about that there is a big chunk of sorting mechanism or other things. That stuff also you can create under services. So that's it for today. If you have any question, let me know in my comment section. Thank you very much. Have a great day.